Alright folks, let's wrap up our series about Dr. Bandy Lee with something that hit the headlines in April 2025. If you've seen the last couple of episodes, you already know we've looked at how Dr. Lee's idea of scholarly work is, well, a little loose. She often leans on newspaper articles, questionable studies, and research that hasn't exactly passed the peer review sniff test. For someone with her academic background, you'd really expect a higher bar. I could throw even more examples your way, but I think you get the picture. Now for today's story, Project Justice USA made a big announcement this spring. If you don't know Project Justice, they're an advocacy group that's been trying to highlight supposed failures in Colorado's family court system. To do this, they put together a survey. The problem? This wasn't exactly a scientific, neutral kind of survey. It was pretty biased from the jump, more of a let's prove what we already believe kind of project. They took those results, wrote a report, and, surprise, those numbers backed up everything they wanted to say. Now they're rolling that same survey out nationwide, state by state. And guess who's leading the research to analyze all this data? You guessed it, Dr. Bandy Lee herself. Project Justice says she's got serious credentials. She's testified in state legislatures from Colorado to New York, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Washington about the problems in family court. Her expertise in violence prevention and forensic psychiatry is supposed to add some credibility to the whole thing. She's skilled at analyzing systems that perpetuate violence, which, to be fair, sounds impressive on paper. But let's be real for a second. We've already seen how Dr. Lee handles evidence and testimony. If you need a refresher, just scroll back through this playlist and check out how she uses sources and what she considers credible. Oh, and there's more. One Mom's Battle has also teamed up with Project Justice and Dr. Lee. If that name rings a bell, it's because they're an advocacy group best known for calling parental alienation junk science. They've been called out plenty of times for cherry-picking evidence and flat-out denying established research when it doesn't fit their narrative. So with all three joining forces, you can probably imagine the kind of results we're going to see. Here's the takeaway. Birds of a feather flock together. And when Project Justice starts rolling out these reports for every state, you might want to have some red flags handy. Always double-check the claims and keep your eyes peeled for the usual science denial tricks, like strawman arguments, logical fallacies, ad hominem attacks, and inconsistent data. If you're worried about the wave of misinformation this report might cause, do something about it. Share this video, spread the word, and help the whole playlist go viral. And don't forget, always question the sources, especially when the stakes are this high. Hit that like button and thanks for watching.